Welcome back, Wolfpack. Vrelis here, back with Fan Fridays. Sorry about last week, some family stuff came up and I didn't really even have time to post a notification that I wouldn't be able to make videos. But we're back this week with Fan Fridays. We're leading off with Jordan and his fantastic Banette. Going to see how this one goes, so I'm excited. I have a lot of hope for Banette. Haven't seen anyone use it incredibly well. I know it's a strong Pokemon, and now we get to see what it can do, so I'm excited. Leading off with that Garchomp, though, we're going to see how this one goes up. Garchomp versus Manectric Open. Gosh, I wonder who's in favor with this one. It's probably the Garchomp, the ground versus electric type. Unless the Manectric has hidden power ice, that's like the only thing I could see being a problem. So Intimidate does lower Garchomp's attack a bit, just bad for Garchomp, but Garchomp still with the Earthquake. Is it enough? Yeah, like where was the doubt? Where was the doubt right there? Garchomp, Stab, Earthquake, some of the highest attack in the game, super effective. The opponent, I think he was just a little too confident right there. But now here comes a true problem for Garchomp. We have Rotom. Even with that attack drop, it was still not okay. So now Rotom versus, Ferrothorn with the trick coming in. That's a pretty interesting setup because it's a Choice Scarf, but I'm not sure. Because, I mean, we still have the Power Whip that can hit Rotom really hard. But it does get burned. It sets up Stealth Rock. So this is more going to be a setup instead of trying to get Rotom off the field. Rotom with that Will-O-Wisp becoming a bit annoying, but now the Choice Scarf. So, I mean, Stealth Rock, was it worth it? Because now you're free switch and your opponent can make use of that. Infernape comes out. Infernape was an interesting choice. You could absorb the Will-O-Wisp if the opponent was trying to go for that. And it does have a way of trying to manage with that Hydro Pump, or with an attack against Rotom. Hydro Pump missing twice in a row though, really good for Infernape. Infernape not having a lot of damage. Ferrothorn comes back in. Ghost eat up the Hydro Pump. It's probably not going to do too much. That's some pretty solid resistance right there. Burn doing a little bit of extra damage, and it's all about that Power Whip, honestly. But Rotom knows this, goes for the withdraw, and in comes Nova. I could have seen Nova being a Noivern. So this probably isn't going to do too much. Oh, Payback. So it goes with the Payback. Since it didn't take damage, not going to deal a lot of damage, does almost nothing to Noivern. And now Ferrothorn with that burn is not being very useful. In comes Dragon Pulse. Bit of resistance. And yeah, we just got a little bit of a back and forth going on right now. Even after taking damage, Payback not doing a lot. So, Switcher. Wait, what just happened? But why did it just use Switcheroo to grab the Scarf? But why does it need Choice Scarf? What's the opponent planning right here? Does he realize, there's no real ice threat, the Yachi Berry isn't needed, might as well get my Scarf back and then start Dragon Pulsing? I don't know, that's a pretty interesting thing right there, but Ferrothorn does go down, and in comes Fabulous. Oh, I was like, Fabulous. I thought we'd be talking about, a Mega Ampharos, but we have a Fabulous Mega Banette. Is it fabulous enough? Oh, the Banette versus Jellicent. That's an interesting matchup. Jellicent does have that Will-O-Wisp, can be a huge problem to Banette. Banette doesn't have the Prankster on this first turn, so we're going to see how this goes. Sets up the Sucker Punch, fails. That's pretty given, honestly. The way that Jellicent plays, it's going to be a Pokemon that's going to set up status. Also, yeah, there was the switch out, so my bad. Yeah, the Sucker Punch on the switch out didn't really work too much. Ooh, the Taunt coming in on Infernape. Infernape, not really a problem with the Taunt. It has Thunder Punch against this guy. So we're going to see how all this ends up panning out. So Thunder Punch against it. How much damage do we have? A bit over half. Scald comes in though. Will it be a lot of damage? Wow. Nice little chunk. No burns, so no luck hacks for the Jellicent. Jellicent doesn't really have too many options. Bananas with that clutch survival. And in comes a new Pokemon. What's it going to be? Room? Yeah. Rotom, just an annoying bulky Pokemon. This Thunder Punch isn't going to be able to KO unless it crits. No crit, Life Orb, or actually, oh wow, not even Life Orb. I was like, why is it taking damage? The Rocky Helmet from the earlier trick coming in and finishing off Infernape. If that was actually anticipated, like if that's what the opponent thought, like, hey, wait, I still have a Rocky Helmet, I can switch in on the Thunder Punch and get KO. That's just brilliant right there. But now in comes Shadow Sneak with that little chip in damage for the KO. And out comes Hit Points. Oh, Hitmontop. HP, I don't know what to say. So that priority Will-O-Wisp going to really weaken Hitmontop. Banette is a good Pokemon with that priority Will-O-Wisp once you get it set up. Pursuit coming in, since it, yeah, no switch, no nothing, so not a lot of damage with that burn on it. And now we're going to see what else this can do. Shadow Sneak. Will it be enough to KO? I mean, no. Alright, I was about to say, I'm like, we know Mega Banette has an incredibly high attack, the 7th highest attack in the game. With that priority and all those boosts going on, will it have been enough? Not really. But because of the burn, not much damage is being done on both sides, and this Hitmontop is rather tanky. With that Citrus Berry, you can tell it's probably a hit point bulky Hitmontop, so Shadow Sneak doing a good bit of damage. Burn coming in, Rock Slide not really having an impact because of that, yeah. Back and forth. Shadow Sneak should clear this guy out, and then, you know, that's about it. So Banette's still holding on with a good amount of hit points. What else do we have? Jellicent's going to be a super effective hit, so if Jellicent comes out, that could be a huge problem. And in comes Metagross. This could be a huge problem as well. I mean, we do have, oh, Destiny Bond. It's like we have a couple options coming in here. Will the Sucker Punch be enough to score a big enough KO, because anticipating that damage, but it goes for the Destiny Bond, takes out Metagross with the priority. So it took out Hitmontop, cleaned up Rotom, and then removed Metagross. Not bad. Was hoping for a little more, but overall that priority Destiny Bond, just too ferocious sometimes. And now, Choice Scarf on that Nova versus Greninja. Oh yeah, Point Stone's taking out a lot of damage. Greninja is not going to get that first attack though, so the Air Slash hacks are going to be coming in. Not quite half. Ice Beam still goes through. And now it's Jellicent. It's going to be Jellicent versus Greninja. Alright. So we can pretty much figure out how this one wraps up. Dark Pulse KO is my guess. Am I right? Oh, Grass Knot. Ooh, even better. I think Jellicent has a... I'm not sure if Jellicent's actually a super heavy Pokemon, but Grass Knot's still enough damage to finish the game, and that's the game, people. So I think that was a pretty good battle. It had a nice little like back and forth, kind of covered a lot of things, good amounts of predictions, sweepings, just a fun battle. I will say that was just a good and fun battle overall. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's first of Fan Fridays, more coming at you in the next, just later today, whatever. I'm not even planning on, like, in 2 hours expect a new video.